Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on 99 nights in a forest. And so pretty much what we're going to go ahead and go over is pretty much the crafting table and just go ahead and talk about it a little bit. And main reason I'm doing this video is because I've had a couple of people ask me what's the main things we should focus on the crafting table. And so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Alright, so to go ahead and begin, I'm going to go ahead and toss a couple of logs in there to go ahead and start. But pretty much, the one thing that you really want to go ahead and focus on is definitely upgrading your crafting tables, whether it's going to be the first one, the second, the third, or the fourth. And pretty much to unlock these items right here, you're going to have to unlock the first crafting table. And then once you're able to pretty much have access to this, the next one will unlock. Pretty much when you have enough resources to go ahead and lock the first one, I would just say go ahead and lock the first crafting bench and also go ahead and create one of your old beds here. And the reason you want to go ahead and try to get the old bed right off the bat is just because you want to go ahead and try to get as many day counters as much as possible. And for you guys that have watched my video about the kids, where to find them, you guys already know that those definitely add a day. So you have 4 extra kids, which give you 4+ days. And then pretty much here, you're going to have a total of 3 beds right here, which will give you some extra days as well. Pretty much once you go ahead and get your bed, you can pretty much place it anywhere you'd like. And aside from upgrading your crafting table to the next one, definitely I would say go ahead and build a map. Map's always useful. But the bunny traps are kind of miscellaneous. You don't really need them because bunnies are super slow. They're easy to catch, easy to kill. So realistically, I wouldn't recommend getting the bunny traps. When it comes to this board right here, I would definitely recommend that you try to get the sundial or the regular bed. Mainly because the sundial will pretty much tell you when it's going to be nighttime, and it does kind of give you like that little extra like leg way of being like, oh, I gotta get to camp, I have 10 seconds to get there. So that's definitely good to have. The compass is also great as well when it comes to finding the kids, so I definitely would say get that. Your freezer is great for storing the stews, which you can go ahead and pretty much get when you get your crock pot. And definitely I would say have a couple farms as well. The wood rain storage is kind of miscellaneous, and the shelves definitely is a little bit miscellaneous too, but sometimes we do put like maybe 2-3 shelves up. We try not to put too many. I know you guys like to go ahead and use them as walls to kind of defend against like the cultists, which is perfectly fine, but realistically you're not going to be able to defend against crossbows. Definitely we will be using logs though towards like endgame, so that's definitely something good to have, as well as the bear traps, because not only do they also kill cultists, they kill wolves and as well as bears and rabbits. So that's kind of like the other way to kind of use the bunny trap, but instead it's a bear trap. So pretty much when you go ahead and upgrade the bench right here and you get to number 3 bench, you're going to go ahead and have to get number 4. And of course 4 is going to take a little bit longer because you're going to need 2 of the cult gems. And so pretty much the way that you guys get this, because I know I have gotten this question in my live stream, how to get the cult gems. Pretty much whenever the cult comes to attack the campfire, pretty much that's one of the ways you could go ahead and get them. There is, I believe it's a 5% chance that if you kill one of the cultists, it will drop one of the gems. And keep in mind too, it's not just restricted to the campfire. If you find cultists out on the map too, you do have that 5% drop rating as well. Another thing that I would focus on right here would pretty much be the crock pot. And if you're going to go ahead and have a couple farms up, because definitely you're going to need the farms, crock pot will be able to assist you in getting at least 50% health every time you make a stew. Good bed is definitely something you would want to get another multiplier, so I would definitely say that. Radar is kind of miscellaneous. You don't really need it because realistically it finds stuff for you, but realistically you could explore the map if you want to be adventurous. That's what I usually do, especially during my live streams. The boost pad you don't exactly need either. I mean, it's great to have, but realistically it's kind of a waste of scrap, and especially since scrap doesn't exactly regenerate. Well, I'll say this, it doesn't regenerate from the 500 days that I've actually survived. I haven't seen it regenerate, so definitely keep your scrap. The bio processor is definitely something that you're going to want to go ahead and get, because once you're trying to get your campfires to the last one, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually do it, because you're going to be fighting the rain as well as the snow, blizzards, or just the regular snowfall. So you're definitely going to want this, because you could turn logs into like pretty much better compost, I guess you could say, and meat as well to pretty much burn a little bit better. Lightning rods, I'll definitely say at least have 1 in your base. You don't really need to go crazy with them because it is kind of expensive. 8 scrap doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're going towards the end of like 500, scrap is going to be very hard to find. And the torches, I would definitely say get as many torches as you can. Try to make all 10. It does kind of boost your campfire, your little circle a little bit better, so you have a lot more security against the mobs. Also, once again, make sure to try to get your crafting bench to 4. And pretty much down here, what I would definitely say you should pretty much try to get is pretty much almost everything here. The ammo crate is something that you want to go ahead and get because ammo is really scarce. The giant bed you want to go ahead and get for a multiplier. The oil drill as well, something you're going to want to get, as well as a teleporter. And pretty much the crafting bench 5 is something you're going to go ahead and want to get to, because you're going to go ahead and unlock a couple more items here that aren't exactly here. One is going to be the weather. I want to say, I don't want to say weather changer, but it's a weather machine that pretty much goes ahead and changes the weather. So if it's raining, you go ahead and make it sunny. I don't exactly use that one at all. That's something that is kind of like miscellaneous to me, mainly because it's like once you already max out your fire, there's no real reason for you to kind of like try to put out the fire when you have so many trees around you. I mean, eventually your oil drill right here will be getting all the oil for you, so that's one of the ways you could do it, as well as getting wood. Another thing there's going to be is going to be a machine to go ahead and skip days. So or I shouldn't, not skip days, but skip nights. So when it's nighttime, you have the ability to go ahead and skip the night. So pretty much what I go ahead and do is use it only when cultists are attacking, so I don't have to attack the cultists, and pretty much it just respawns a day. And I think the last one, if I remember correctly, is like this respawn teleporter. Not exactly sure how it works, but we usually put it up just because even though we don't know how it works, we usually have it because eventually there's not really too much data on that. I mean, there is a couple data on that, but it's still kind of hazy to me because I'm still kind of fairly new to the game. But that's pretty much what we go ahead and use. So I'm just going to go ahead and recap everything that you should go ahead and get. The map is something you want to get. The old bet is definitely something you want to get. Sundial, regular bed, compass, freezer, farm plot is definitely something you want to go ahead and invest your materials on. The log wall is only something you want to invest in when you're pretty much already established on the ground, and definitely want to get a couple shelves, that's fine. Wood rain storage, not really needed, and the bear traps are going to be way more better than the bunny traps, and these you could go ahead and put just kind of in random places. So for here, you want to go ahead and get your crock pot for the farming plots to make better food. Your good bed, you want to go ahead and grab. Biofuel, you want to make sure this is right next to the fire, so just make sure you have that right next to the fire. You want at least 1 lightning rod, and you want to have to at least have 10 of the torches. Ammo crate is something that you definitely need. The giant bed is something that is a must. The oil drill is definitely something that you also want to get right off the bat. The teleporter, not so much. And for the last items, you do have, once you go ahead and get crafting bench 5, you're going to have the weather changer, not something you really need. The one that pretty much advances night to day, that's something you want to go ahead and get. That machine, it takes a couple of these green crystals, but realistically it's definitely worth it. And then the regen pod or the respawn pod, something you might want to invest into. I invest onto it just because it looks cool, but it might be something you guys might want to go ahead and invest in or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, really do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on the next one. So then, take care.